We are taught that Rome was built on the strength of its legions and the wisdom of its laws. We see the marble columns, the gladiators, and the golden crowns of the Caesars. But the true foundation of Rome wasn't stone. It was starch. At its peak, the city of Rome housed over 1 million people. To keep them from rioting, the empire had to provide 1,000 tons of grain every single day. This wasn't just farming. This was the world's first industrial food chain, a system so advanced that if a single ship was late, the most powerful empire on earth could collapse in a weekend. This is the story of the Annona, the bread that built and eventually broke Rome. To feed the capital, Rome turned the Mediterranean into a private lake. They called it Mare Nostrum, our sea, but it was less of a lake and more of a conveyor belt. Archaeology has found the wrecks of these supertankers of the ancient world. These ships could carry up to 400 tons of grain. They were the largest vessels humans would build for another 1,500 years. Every summer, hundreds of these ships raced from the Nile Delta to Rome's port of Ostia. The stakes were life or death. The emperor himself would often wait at the docks because he knew a hungry Roman was a revolutionary Roman. But where did all this grain come from? It came from the Latifundia, the mega farms of the ancient world. These weren't small family plots. These were industrial estates, often owned by the Roman elite and powered by an unprecedented scale of enslaved labour. In the fields of Roman Gaul, archaeology has uncovered something startling. The Wallis, a mechanical harvester. While the rest of the world was cutting wheat by hand with sickles, the Romans were using machines to increase their yield. They treated the soil like a machine. They used complex crop rotation, massive stone-lined irrigation canals, and specialized fertilizers. It was a green revolution occurring 2 millennia before its time. If you want to see how close Rome came to a true industrial revolution, you have to look at Barbegal. In the 2nd century AD, Roman engineers built this, the greatest concentration of mechanical power in the ancient world. 16 water wheels, arranged in 2 rows, powered by a single aqueduct. This complex could mill 4.5 tons of flour every day, enough to feed 12,500 people. This is industrial archaeology at its peak. It proves that the Romans had the technology for mass production. So, why didn't they keep going? Why didn't they build steam engines? Some historians believe they didn't need to, because as long as the grain kept flowing from the colonies, the machine was already perfect. But every machine has a breaking point. By the 4th century, the industrial breadbasket was failing. The soil of North Africa and Sicily, pushed to its absolute limit for 500 years, was exhausted. Then came the political collapse. When the Vandals conquered North Africa, Rome's primary source of grain, the lights went out. Without the Annona, the city of Rome starved. A population of 1 million plummeted to less than 50,000 in just a few decades. The empire didn't just fall, it starved. The industrial food chain that built the Mediterranean world had snapped. Today, we look at Rome as a distant memory, but we live in a world of our own Annona, a global supply chain just as complex and perhaps just as fragile. The lesson of the Roman breadbasket is simple. No matter how many roads you build or how many legions you march, your civilization is only as strong as your next harvest. Thanks for watching.